We're here at Klasinski Clinic with Robbi Tracy, one of our nurses who's been with us for about 3 years. Mm-hmm. And Robbi has recently received a number of scholarships, and she's gone back to school to further her education. Robbi, tell us a little bit about why you decided to go back to school.
Well, we see how healthcare is changing and the advanced roles nurses play now in healthcare, and I was very enchanted to explore some of those. So I talked to Dr. Reardon, and he was very encouraging. If you read in the news now, it talks about how there will be shortages of physicians, and they are further looking to extenders to facilitate patient care. So I was very interested in returning to school for that reason.
So what are your long-term goals? You're a RN right now. You're a registered nurse. Mm-hmm. What is the degree you're pursuing, and then what are your long-term educational goals?
Right now I have a 2-year associate degree in nursing, and I would like to obtain my bachelor's, which is a 4-year degree. So I returned to Viterbo College because they had a program that allowed me to work and incorporate my school and find balance at the same time. So I will graduate in May of 2013 with a bachelor's degree in nursing, and then I plan on pursuing nurse practitioner. I'd like to actually obtain my doctorate of nurse practitioner, which will take me approximately 2 to 3 more years to complete.
Wow. Now, you work primarily with Dr. Reardon, and he's been very supportive of your efforts, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. He has encouraged me to pursue education. He values education, it's evident. I had proposed going back to school prior to my employment here when I was interviewed, and he was very much about pursuing education. He was very supportive back then and continues to be now.
That's great. Okay, so the first one, Community Foundation of Central Wisconsin awarded the Iber Health Education Scholarship Fund for $1,000. Tell us about that one.
Well, I had expressed my interest in applying for scholarships, so I had asked Dr. Reardon if he would write letters of recommendation for me. And it was at that time that he encouraged I seek more information on the Iber Scholarship.
Yeah.
He himself had received that in his younger years of studying, and so I did look at the prerequisites for the scholarship and decided to apply and was awarded that this spring.
That's fantastic. And then there's also the Community Foundation of Southwood County, which is now called Encourage Community Foundation, and you got 2. One is the Sherry Gertler Memorial Nursing Scholarship, mm-hmm. and the other is the Russell Rotler Memorial Scholarship. Mm-hmm. So tell us about those.
Well, the Sherry Gertler Scholarship was developed by their family to preserve the skill of nursing, and that was for a non-traditional student. I went to a recognition luncheon for that, and I had the honor of meeting her daughter. And Sherry herself was a nurse for many years and had passed away from supranuclear palsy. And so she had dedicated her life to her children, returned to school, and found balance with nursing in school. So I had a lovely conversation with her daughter when we were at the luncheon, and she was so proud of her mother. So that is a health specific for non-traditional student. And then the other scholarship I received was through my church. I belong to United Church of Christ in Nakusa, Wisconsin, and there was a gentleman there that was a very active member that my father-in-law was very good friends with. And so because it was through my church, I applied, and I was the recipient of that scholarship. So I knew Russ. He was very pleasant. He was a lovely man and a very dedicated person to the church. And so I was quite honored when I received that as well. Wow,
that's fantastic. And then finally, you got 2 scholarships from the Wisconsin Nurses Association. Mm-hmm. One for $1,000, and one mm-hmm. was a tuition reimbursement. Mm-hmm. So tell us about that.
Oh, that was, I'm a new member to WNA. In previous years I've joined, or rather I was a member, but then when I changed positions I let my membership expire. But now that I've returned to school for my bachelor's degree, I found it quite interesting and valuable to join the membership again. So investigated that too, and wrote an essay specifically for the non-traditional student who returns to school. And so I was that person. And it was a great experience. I'm a newer member, as I mentioned. I just joined this spring, but they have many activities that encourage. They have a very active Student Nurses Association, and I have gone to a few of those membership meetings this spring, and just it's very encouraging. So it's a great organization, and I was very honored as well to receive that.
Well, we're so proud of you. You're much loved here at Klasinski Clinic by our patients and by our entire clinical team. So congratulations to you, Robbi.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.